Good evening, everybody, and here, welcome to the Sports Talk Network. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to this episode here, talking Packers with Steve here for heading into Week 10 of the NFL season. I'll my first for each and every game. I might as well go through them right now. I do want to though just talk about the main topic, at least Packer here for Packers Nation. At least Packers releasing tight end Martellus Bennett. Kind of a weird song and dance, kind of craziness going on in Green Bay, at least in that sense, in that regard, about Martellus Bennett. Whereas week to week, out game could be out and stuff against Chicago, and then not sharing things and this and that, and hiding information, and Packers is outright releasing him out of nowhere. I think in the end, it's Martellus not wanting to be there because Aaron's out for the season, and maybe he found out through Aaron. Even though, like he said, he wouldn't tell them, the public, but the public, Aaron saying that he probably won't be back, in the season because it doesn't seem like we're going to be in the playoff hunt at all. So better not to do that. So maybe that would be the case. Maybe that's the reason. Either way, he wasn't going to play against Chicago anyways, and now he's not going to be playing for Green Bay at all. Now he goes on the waiver wire, see if anybody picks him up, or if he just then goes back to the free agent pool and see where it goes from there. And it's crazy. Craziness. And now we have all these other injuries that we're trying to deal with on defense and offense beyond just Aaron Rodgers itself for the season. And our team is going down the path, just down the path of a losing streak, and might not be winning a game for a long time, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll be the case. But looking at our schedule moving forward, specifically for the Green Bay Packers, there's only a couple of games that I see us winning, and even those you never know. And that being against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Oh, yeah, Capacity Leaf 332. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi, and saying the Patriots are going to get him back. Hey, you never know. It could be like LeGarrette Blount. Remember when LeGarrette Blount played for the Patriots and was released, or went to a different team, signed, released by that team, then came back to New England, then left New England again, and now is with the Philadelphia Eagles, close to undefeated, even though they're not. I think they have one loss. A one loss Philadelphia Eagle team. That's good for LeGarrette, but this is Martellus. So will Martellus go back to New England? Or will he be going somewhere else? Who knows? And I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow. But hey, my NFL show was on Wednesday, so I'm doing this now. I'll let you guys know on Twitter at talking_Packers of what any update is about Martellus in that regard. But most certainly see moving forward. I had a busy night tonight with TV shows I watched, Total Divas and Riverdale. But I didn't really be able to check the waiver wire, check any information in that regard yet, having to do with Martellus Bennett. Moving right along, let's do the predictions for Week 10. Like I said, this will be a pretty quick episode. Just want to at least get one up this week. I had a lot going on, so don't worry. Next week I might be certainly, hopefully, we'll be back on camera. Have my helmets behind me. Game of the week. Now, my game of the week this week, if I, was on camera, would have been actually the Texans versus the Rams because of the battle Deshaun Watson against Jared Goff, but Watson's out for the year, so that's not the case. And it certainly won't be Steelers Colts. But for the opposite reason of what you would think the game of the week is the Giants and the 49ers. Because this is going to be a game is whoever scores the first touchdown is going to win the game. So it's my game of the week for the opposite reason that people would pick a game of the week. Anyways, predictions, starting with the Thursday Night Football game on NBC now and NFL Network. So it's kind of cool that they're continuing this collaboration work with the NFL Network with local television markets or television channels like CBS. They did now NBC. Now they just need to work with Fox, and you can have Thursday night games, all the games being able to be seen by everybody. Yes, I know there's a reason why you usually just have it specifically on the NFL Network to get people to subscribe to the network and this and that. But just like the WWE network in pro wrestling turns out for the wrestling fans, we don't just get the WWE network for replays of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. We get the WWE network because of vintage footage, Raw and SmackDown during the Attitude Era, during the best era of life, the 90s, in all aspects, not just pro wrestling, but pro wrestling, football, sports, music, and all that other stuff. The point being is the WWE network, kind of like the NFL network, get it for the other things that they provide. On differences with the WWE network, it's on digital in that way. NFL network, the programs that they go there. So either way, the NFL network, WWE network, kind of the same idea in that sense. So for the Thursday night games to be worked with CBS, Fox, and NBC, the three networks that do NFL games every single week, nice to have, or would be nice, and it would be nice to have all three of the networks get a chunk of the schedule for Thursday night. CBS get their number up of games, then NBC, then Fox, and gets to the end of the season or end of the schedule for the Thursday night schedule. So all the games should technically be seen by everybody, like someone like me that would want to watch them all. Just don't have the money yet for the NFL Network. And even when I do get the NFL Network, I'm watching it for the other story-based stuff and extra, the extra shows they have sometimes in the morning or otherwise. It is NFL 24/7 there, of course, being the NFL Network. So other aspects of it, more of them talking about it, one at ESPN and other, those other networks are moving on to other sports on the Sports Center than the NFL games, and other interviews and this and that. The other behind the scenes, the great stuff that the NFL Network does have. They do have good content and great content, obviously beyond showing games. So them working together with the quote unquote basic cable networks, collaboration there, like YouTubers collaborating here on YouTube. That's a good thing. I hope that does continue. But again, for a Ramble in Circles, Seahawks, Cardinals for Thursday Night Football on NBC and the NFL Network. I have Seattle over Arizona 27-13. Jets versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lindsey Bell, the beautiful, awesome, cool Lindsey Bell on Twitter at Lindsey Bell. So he's on YouTube. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneers cheerleader. Lindsey Bell, her Buccaneers against the Jets. I actually have the Buccaneers getting a surprising win yesterday when Buccaneers over the Jets 35-21. Bills over the Saints 24-17. Lions over the Browns 45-10. Titans over the Bengals 24-17. Packers against the Bears. This one's tough because we have Brett Hundley, for us, and a rookie there in Chicago. So, Mitchell Trubisky, or Mr. Trubisky. Our defense being banged up the way it is, trying to prove a point. Well, Packers are my team. And then again, I picked the Packers to lose games when Aaron was starting. So you think I can do it with him not. So I'm going to go with the Bears over the Packers 17-13. Low scoring game because both offenses won't be able to do jack stuff at all, unfortunately. Jaguars, come on, Jaguars. Keep the winning streak alive. Keep positive momentum going. Let's go, Jacksonville. I mean, yes, the Packers are my number one team. Obviously, they're the team I root for. But, secondarily, the Los Angeles Rams and Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm a fan in spirit some way. We're hoping for your success. Just the Packers aren't going to the playoffs, let alone aren't going to the Super Bowl, let alone going to the playoffs. I have the Jaguars over the Chargers 35-10. Vikings over the Redskins 27-17. Teddy Bridgewater officially added to the roster of 53-man roster for the Minnesota Vikings. And Sam Bradford, who actually is only 1 year older than I am, because he just had his 30th birthday. Sam Bradford on IR for the rest of the season. So there you go. But I do have the Vikings beating Washington. Steelers over the Colts 35-23. Rams over the Texans 51-27. 49ers defeating the Giants 9-3. 9-3. 9-3. Cowboys against the Falcons. Hopefully, I'm going to say this again. Hopefully tomorrow we find out that Ezekiel Elliott actually has to be out for the rest of the season. Or not the rest of the season, but at least for the 6 weeks for a suspension. Because he needs to serve that suspension. He needs to grow up. And he needs to get his act together. Just saying. So Falcons over Dallas 21-13. Patriots over the struggling Broncos. Broncos going this way, as in negative. Patriots going this way, as in positive. Patriots over the Broncos. Crush. Patriots crush. Denver in Denver. 42-17. Dolphins over the Panthers. Big Q, Team What TV Live, hosted Team What TV Live. They did an episode on the channel. I have the Dolphins over the Panthers in an upset 23-20. There for Monday night. And the Patriots Broncos was Sunday night. So it's a bigger matchup, but it's not going to be a big game. It might be a blowout. And then the Monday night game being the Dolphins and the Panthers, and I have Dolphins winning, as I said. So those are my predictions. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think those that watched live, like Capacity Leaf 3, 2, and others. Welcome to check me out on Twitter at Talking_Packers, where I'll give my reaction if I don't do a breaking news video like I've done the last couple of times with Ezekiel Elliott. I probably will anyways, because it's going to be hopefully the last time we have to deal with that. And move from there. I'll be back tomorrow for Steve Wrestling Ramble. Talk everything Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, Live, and everything else WWE related. Because next week, Thursday, prediction episode for WWE Survivor Series, one of the big full pay-per-views for that company, Pro Wrestling. So, again, thanks to everybody watching live. Those are watching archive. Welcome to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And again, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow night. But as always, take care.